Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our Wordle tutorial. 9:40 a.m. Wednesday, October 15th, 2025. Hump Day. Happy Hump Day. We're getting near the weekend. And I'm going to go with the do again. We've been using it quite a bit. The 4 vowels to start out with. Okay. Oh, wow. Nothing. So let's use my ETAOIN SHRDLUC system. ETAOIN. And there's a positive of that, and I'll go over this in a minute. SH. So ETAOIN SHRDLUC. Is there really a positive, John? ETAOIN SHRDLUC SH. So the next 5 most common letters, TONSH in that order. So you're thinking, okay, what's so positive about this? But look, the A, the E, and the I, and the U are all gone. That's huge. The A, the E, the I, and the U are all gone. So that means the only vowel left is an O. Maybe that's sometimes Y, often here. So at this point, let's make a word with, well, we don't have any letters to pull down from here. So we make an anagram with this. So we got shout, S-H-O-U-T. So we can't use shout because of the U. So now we've done this before many times, either shout or shoot, S-H-O-O-T. So let's see if we can get anything with the N here. N-O-T, stone. We could do stony. That would use that sometimes, Y, but the Y is not on the board. So going with the letters on the board, we'll do shoot. We've used that one quite a bit where you get a similar pattern like this. So if you've watched my videos. So you try to turn this around because that's a bad start. So we'll still think positive thoughts. Whoa! Okay, so it was the O, and not only that, the double O. So not really surprised there. So probably that Y is out. I don't think of anything with the Y-O-O-Y or S-Y-O-O. So I think the Y is out too. So that's it. I don't think there's a third O. So now, after the second guess, well, we review our vowels, but that's done. So now before we go through the alphabet, let's use my system one more time for consistency. ETAOIN SHRDLUC, E-T-A-O-I-N. That was quite a turnaround, wasn't it? S-H-R-D-C, never give up. Jim Valvano, never give up. Great story. I was watching all those games back in the 80s. It was the craziest run. I watched every game. I was just never seen like that. Other than Miracle on Ice. Those two were the biggest events. The Kerry Strug. Those are the 3 biggest that I saw. Would have loved to have seen Jesse Owens. That was probably the greatest sporting event, the Olympics. Okay. I'm off track here. So, now, S-N-O-O-P, Snoop. Okay, Snoop. Okay, that's an obvious choice. S-R-O-O, no, don't see anything there. How about the N here? Spoon, if we reverse Snoop, spoon, so there's 2. Don't want choices. Choices are not good. R here, don't see anything. L here. Spool, S-P-O-O, like a spool of thread. So now we got 3 choices. Snoop, spool, or spoon. This is bad. We're getting to one of those traps again, darn it, where there's a lot of choices. S-C-O-O, no. School, doesn't work. C here, no. So we got Snoop, spoon, and spool already. Before we jump onto one of those 3, and spook, Halloween time, there's something to consider too. It is Halloween, so they might pick spook. So let's hold on to that one for real. So Snoop, spoon, spool, spoon. But first, let's go through the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, Sloop, like the Sloop John B. Good Beach Boys song. So now we got Sloop. That's 5 choices. Bad. L, M, S, M, O, O. Seems like there should be a word there. S, N, O, P, Q, Q. We've already been over those. Q, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W. Swoop. A bird swoops on down. There's another one. X, Y, Z. So we got 6 choices. Snoop and spoon. Reverse the letters. Spool and sloop. Reverse the letters. Swoop and spook. Okay, now I usually go with the math on this channel, and you see a lot of times I don't go with my gut, and I regret it and kick myself later. But today, I'm thinking it's a Halloween word. So, well, I don't know. The logical part of me is trying to take over my brain and go, don't do this, John. And go with spoon. All right. Okay, now the question is, do you go with spoon or spool? Now, according to my ETAOIN SHRDLUC system, now I'm going to go back to the math. And I've only got one shot here because if I go to 5, that's an F on my system. According to my ETAOIN SHRDLUC system, the N is more common than the L. So here we go. What in the world? Hold on a second. Well, I'll let you guess it. I think I know what it is. It's got to be spoof, right? So when I get to 5, this doesn't normally happen, but it's been twice this week I've botched this. So it's been a bummer of a week, but twice already I've done this. So I'll let you go on the 6th guess, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. So that's it. Yesterday's Wordle, I can't remember now. I'm so frustrated, and the dogs are barking to come in. They're tired of chasing squirrels. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.